Hey, a quick sort of shout out to everyone. If any of you are down or have family in Florida, loved ones in Florida, uh, the entire league, we're pulling for you guys because apparently they're going to get, if it's not already there, it's going to be a very, very bad storm blowing through a Cat 4 hurricane. And I know you guys in Florida are kind of used to all that jazz, but a Cat 4 hurricane is nothing to sneeze at. So definitely, definitely our thoughts go out to all you guys. You know, it's interesting. I've done some of the birthday quests, and normally quests don't really like challenges don't really accrue in custom lobbies. But it just I just thanked the bus driver or said happy birthday to the bus driver, and it went up one tick. So I don't know. Maybe some of them do work in custom lobbies. Splat. Central servers, North American Central servers. Oh, look, we got Joey right off the bat. You know what? Everybody bear with on the stream. I forgot to turn the HUD down, man. That drives me crazy that thing is so stupid big. There we go. It's a little bit better. It just sits there. I cannot turn off the Uplace 27. It's there the entire time. We got a few items on the bingo card. jpswervo dies in game. It's a pretty easy one. We got 25 viewers. Yes, we've got 30 viewers. Hang on. We don't want to give Joey all the screen time. It goes to his head. Everybody out there, keep me posted if we get any of the things like somebody dies to fall damage. Besides me, that'd be one of the other actual real players. This is St. Bridget. You can tell it's St. Bridget by the back bling. I love that skin too. That is one of my favorite. Like that one is in heavy rotation for me. It's a sub variant of another skin, so sometimes it's a little hard to find. People don't know it exists, but I love that. So that's a great skin. Rooting hard for you tonight. Anyway, guys, keep an eye out. So if anybody gets 10 kills, somebody dies to a boss or a henchman, we get a supply drop. You know, some of those things. Like keep me posted, and I'll call them on the bingo card. Oh, here we go. Trying to kill tracker bot. This is definitely my next thing. Is I need to go and get something that's a little bit of a beefier computer, because streaming and then having the tracker bot on the computer at the same time is a little rough. I'm not gonna lie. But for those of you that are regular readers or visitors to the Fortnite over 40 subreddit, you may have seen a post. I think maybe it was St. Bridget that posted. I don't remember who posted it originally, but it was about the Silver Snipers. It's a team from Sweden or Denmark or something like that, and it's an esports team. The youngest member is 62, I want to say, and the oldest is 81. And they don't play Fortnite. They play. It's not Valorant. I forget. I'm really full of information here right now. Anyway, they're an esports team, but they're sponsored by Lenovo. So that could be a potential sponsor for our league in the future. I mean, you never know. I always figured it'd be a pharmaceutical company would be our first sponsor. You know, for gentlemen of a certain age, there's pharmaceutical assistance, if you know what I mean. Just got a text from my son. He and his girlfriend are playing a squad, not in the league, but they're playing a squad game. And he said some guy just wiped them in squads as a solo with 37 kills. He said definitely cheating. The guy's got a 66.1% win rate. 370 wins in 560 matches. He's got a 40.34 kill per death. Psh, it's ridiculous. His name is Bugplot. So you can figure out what he's insinuating with that one, I guess. I tell you what, I have in, you know, keeping an eye on him, like, you know, you get absolutely murdered by somebody. You know, there's fights and there's fair fights, and then there's people where you're just like, what the hell just even happened? And you see him play. I found a guy, there's a dude out there, and I would assume he's still there somewhere, but he had an over, what was it? It was like a 98% win rate, and it was like an over 100 kills per death, which sounds like impossible to do. But I guess if you think about it, if you win, you wipe an entire lobby. That's 99 people theoretically, right? And then if you don't die again, like you win 2 or 3 games in a row, that's 300. Well, I guess you probably wouldn't get that many kills, but like, you know, you win. If you're winning 99% of your games, you're probably getting 20 or 30 kills per game. So you add that up over 5 games, that's 100 people. So a kill per death of over 100 is ludicrous, and I'd say very obviously cheating, but it is possible. That other, you know what? It was a while back, Saber. I do not remember the name. I probably could go back and look it up. I don't know it off the top of my head. But it was, I remember it being I might have even posted about it. In fact, I'm almost 100% sure that if you go back into the early days of the Fortnite over 40 subreddit, which would probably only be back into, I think March it started. I think I posted about it, but I don't remember the name. But it's insane. The guy's stats were literally like impossible, I think, if you're not, unless you're cheating. Hopnos is just being nice to everybody, giving everybody a chance. That's very egalitarian of you. Thank you. Oh, the guy that eliminated my son. So his name is Bugplut. 2 words. B-U-G space P-L-U-T-T. He sent me his stats out of Fortnite GG. Is that Scotty? I think you just shot at a light, my man. Just the scourge of lights everywhere. Scotty Isaacs. Don't stand a chance. Boy, I tell you what, we're only on storm number 3, and we've already lost half the lobby, so you guys are getting after it here. Let's try and make sure we have like a couple of people we get to, like, you know, get into moving zones. Might be a little bit wishful thinking, but, you know, let's get down to a nice tight little final circle with, like, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 people. Yeah, Sneaky Peas, spectating. It's the whole spectating, and it's one of the things that a little bit I wish Epic would come and work on, because I feel like there's streamers that do this occasionally, and then, you know, obviously like for us, or I gotta imagine there's probably some other setups similar, you know, in the Fortnite world. Like I have 0 control over who I see, so if I just click next player, I just get whoever they give me, and it's there's no rhyme or reason, right? It's not like it's alphabetical. It's not like proximity, I don't think, because sometimes I'll want to see the flip side of a fight, and I get somebody like that's far away, and yeah, sometimes we'll flip through. You know, there's, you know, 30 or 40 people still in the lobby, and you're flipping back and forth through the same like 5 people. I think it has somewhat to do with proximity. Um, so once we get to like the tighter circles, everybody's a little bit closer. I think it's a little bit easier to pick up more people, or at least all of the people that are left. But early on, you're right. When there's like 50 people in the lobby, like Monday nights, you're seeing like the same 6 or 8 people. There's times there's people that are playing. They've played 2 games, 3 games, and I haven't even seen their name yet. And I'm like, come across them, and I'm like, oh, welcome to the game 7. And be like, I've been here the entire night. Thank you. So it's just dumb luck who we get on the stream. And that's the thing. It's a little annoying because you'd want to be able to ideally not watch somebody farm, because that's not the most entertaining thing in the world. But you want to be able to see all the fights. And, you know, you got no control over where you're going. Like, this is potentially a fight coming. There's somebody off to the left. I think he's going to just avoid that fight for a second. But, yeah, you can't see the fights. It's annoying. Oh, Jaffe 454. Okay. Oh, my favorite. I love balloons. I'm so happy they're in the game. I have not really had yet a chance to go and play them, you know, and see if it works in this meta. But I feel like, oh, yikes. So you run into Ghost. I don't think the balloons or anything else are going to help you. I feel like because I know you can get balloons with the medallion, but I know you can also get balloons. They have like the bags like they had back in the day. And I feel like that one's a little bit better because I think the medallion, if I'm not mistaken, the medallion is an overtime kind of thing, so you can't really control when you get the medallions. But if you have the bag of balloons, you can control them. So if somebody shoots you out of the air, you can real quick fire another one up, and at least you won't die from fall damage. And I'm guessing also if you have the jetpack, you could probably save yourself from the fall damage as well. See, Sneaky Peas, I feel like that's the play, right? You get the balloons, and then the repulse. Although they just nerfed the Iron Man hand, so you got to be a little bit closer, I think. So maybe that's not going to be the come up that I thought it was going to be. But that was my thought, was like, yes, get up in the air, and fire at people from height using the repulsors. Who knows? It's a little bit tricky because in normal times when you would get the balloons, that would be the only reason you'd be in the air. So people weren't used to looking up, right? But with jetpacks, you got to kind of pay attention to what's over your head or what's floating around the air. So it's not quite the little sneaky that it used to be. So again, I'm excited about it because I always loved being in balloons. One of my all-time favorite seasons was last chapter. What was it? It was the season where we had like the shockwave hammer, and then you got the augment where you could get the balloons, and then the shockwave bow, and I would just fly up in the air and just fling people off into the storm. It was great. Loved it. I got like 90 wins that season. I2K Dave has been in. He was definitely here at least last week, and had, I want to say, 1 or 2 good results. So made it to the top 8. Doing pretty well so far. That's some decent placement points. Oh yeah, here's, speaking of watching Joey, here's Joey. Yeah, all right. It's going to be better when somebody comes and dances with you. Oh, see, speaking of balloons. Yeah, I don't know about that. I did not catch who was mixed up in that fight with RK7. I flipped over to it and he was already mid-battle, so unfortunately my play-by-play on that one's going to be a little off. Whoever it is missing an opportunity. You know, not that I want to tell people how to play the game here, but like missing an opportunity to press. You get somebody that low, hit him that hard. I mean, 7's got good mats. Could use a little bit more metal. He's just built with a whole bunch of metal, but it's gonna be pretty okay. You get definitely with them. You know, having gone from 1,000 mats to 500 each time. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that was Ghost. God damn, what'd you hit him with? Was Ghost weak from a previous fight? I don't think he would have come firing with the unit beam if he was weak. Hey, well played, 7. So hey, Art by Homie, if you're trying to join into the match right now, and you're getting a matchmaking error, you can't join mid game. So you're definitely going to have a matchmaking error if you're trying to connect right now. You'll need to wait for us to finish this lobby, and then there'll be a new code. So you're probably okay as long as you feel like you've got all of your settings done correctly, like NA Central Servers, Solo, Battle Royale. You'll be fine, but you'll have to wait till we go into the next game. All right, what do we got left? We got RK7, Doomsday Pepper. I like that. I do remember seeing that name, I think, on the registration form. So, welcome to the league, Doomsday Pepper. Here's Dave again, top 5. Joey Pole dancing his way into the top 5. Joey Pole's strategy: eliminate no one, strictly go for placement points, build as slowly as possible to prove that he's no threat to anyone, and then perhaps dance a little bit. It's a bold strategy, but it seems to be paying off. He's, you know, top 5, pulling those placement points, getting his sugar fix. I mean, he's a giant rat. So, oh, here's the 5th is Saber. He fights in top 5? Is that what you're calling what he does? Fighting? Oh, I'm all over Joey today. Oh, who parked the car there? There you go, Saber. Just making sure nobody else got to that slurp barrel. I understand. You jumped out of that like you took... Oh, I thought that car had a busted tire. Joey's emotionally manipulating people in the lobby. Yeah, I think that's true. All right, so we're down to 4. We got 7. We got Pepper. We got Pole. We got Saber. Ooh, wait, who just went? Oh, Pepper got lost in the store. Did Pepper not have mobility? Because I saw that the Storm was moving in, and then I flipped over to see who else was in the still in the lobby. All right, we got top 3, so we got. I think it's Joey still here. All right, Joey's gonna give it a whirl. Let's check the loadout. He has 0 offensive weapons. All right, another bold strategy. Ooh, somebody's throwing up defensive builds. That's an interesting strategy. RK7 with a dub. 8 kills too. That's a solid win considering that there was only, what did we start with, 27 in the lobby. So 8 kills. That's a nice round. Well done. That's going to be good points.